Nobody's here. Okay. Maybe I won't have to do yoga today. Barbine! There she is.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good midday.
Yeah, whatever.
Yay, and Heather.
Hi,
Nobody
Katie.
was here.
You what?
Nobody was here. I was like, maybe I don't have to do yoga.
No, always.
No, you
I'm just
must.
kidding. I like
Always
doing it.
yoga.
I like yoga. I like it.
Always
But
yoga.
I like doing it
Maria.
with you. Hi, Marlia.
Hey there.
Did you guys come last Tuesday with Judd? Were you here?
Mhm.
Was it all right?
Yes.
Did it go okay?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, cool.
Pretty great.
Awesome. Okay, well, I think we have deep power.
Not you.
Not me. You like me more, the most.
Yeah.
Yes.
No
Okay.
offense to him. We like you more.
Okay, perfect. Good answer, Barb. Okay. Deep power, right? I think.
Yep.
Isn't that where we're at? Okay.
I think so.
Any special requests or anything? Or should I just do my thing?
Just do your thing. It always works out.
Does that furry guy have any special requests? He's so cute. Or she? Is it a girl or boy?
To do down dog.
Some down dogs, some up dogs. Okay. What's your dog's name, Barb?
Jester.
Gesture?
Chester, like.
Kester. Cute.
Yeah.
Aw, I love that. Okay.
Really sweet.
Do this thing. Ruby was ill in my class today. She threw up 4 times.
Oh.
It was the worst.
Eat something?
I don't
Oh.
freaking know. I just got back last night at midnight, so I picked her up from my mom's this morning and gave her like a couple treats. I'm like, I don't know if I just like
Oh.
treated her. I don't know. Anyway, it was stressful, but she seems like she's doing better now.
That's
Hopefully.
good.
Is
That's
that
good.
Maybe
Ruby?
she just needed to move it through. Okay. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, was that Ruby you were talking about?
Yeah, she was
Oh,
in
I
she
hope
was in rare form this morning. It's the worst because like she loves going to the studio, but I could tell right away like her legs started shaking and then she was panting and I'm like, oh no, something's up. And then
I'm
just like,
sorry.
Oh.
but
You
it's
had a
okay.
long trip. Was that 2 weeks?
It was 10 days. So
Okay, that is so
not
awesome.
quite, but yeah, it was it was really fun.
Oh, good.
It was the
I
first
bet.
time in a long time I've been international without having to facilitate. So it was like, mwah.
I can only imagine.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Thanks, guys. All right, let's do this thing. I'll mute you. And then if you want to turn on music or anything like that, of course, you're welcome to. And power. Let's just start in a comfortable seat. Or as comfortable as you can get in a seat. So you choose, you can kneel, you can sit cross-legged, you can sit in easy pose. We won't be here too terribly long, but we will be here for just a moment. So go ahead and as you come into a seat, close your eyes. Rest your hands somewhere intentionally. So maybe you just want to rest them in your lap, or maybe you want to bring them to your heart. Maybe you want to bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly. So you do you. Just be intentional. And then from this place of intention, start to deepen your breath. And as you deepen your breath, really focus on your breath. Connect with your breath. So great, big, huge, long inhalations. Even longer exhalations all the way to the very, very bottom. And start to cultivate ujjayi whenever you're ready. Just turn it on. So start to create that whisper noise in the back of your throat as you breathe in and out really intentionally. And then keep breathing just like this. And we're just going to incorporate our arms for now. So next time you inhale, reach your arms out to both sides and all the way up towards the sky. Palms face each other, and maybe you even bring your fingertips together. And then as you exhale, reach your arms out, turn your palms towards the ground. Reach out as far as you can, and then bring your arms down by your side. So make this movement slow and intentional. Inhale, reach out, your palms are facing up as you extend. And exhale, reach out and down, so palms face down as you lower. And do that a few more times with your breath, and notice what happens to your torso. So as you reach up and down, do you tend to press your ribs forward, flare them forward, or do you do the opposite? Do you round your spine more? Do you shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, or can you keep your shoulders relaxed down away from your ears? So just really noticing the little things. Notice even your fingers, and reach through your fingertips. Reach out to both sides like you have great big wings, and then all the way up. And just finish the round you are on, and end up with your arms reaching up towards the ceiling. And then once your arms are reaching up, just clasp your hands. Once your hands are clasped, bring your hands down in front of your chest and just start to move your fist, your great big fist, like so. So getting into the movement of your wrists. And then you can do this with either arm or hand. So we're going to do this on both sides. Just take one arm, reach it forward. See if you can let your palm flex back, and then take your opposite hand to your palm and just gently pull your fingers back towards your body. From the side, it looks like this. And it's okay if you're locking out your elbow a little bit, just as long as it's not bothering your elbow. If it helps, keep a little bend in your elbow intentionally. And you don't have to be forceful, but just stretch out your forearm, stretch out your wrists. So you're pressing one hand into the other. You're pressing the other hand into that. So hands are pressing against one another, I guess I should say. Take one more deep breath. And then release your hands down and just give them a gentle shake. And we'll do that same thing on the other side. So whichever hand you just did, switch it up. So remember, you're flexing your fingertips back, your palms facing forward. Take your opposite hand to your fingers and just gently pull back. And if it feels better, keep a little bend in your elbows. If it feels okay to straighten and kind of push forward through the base of your palm, get a deeper stretch, go for it. Just a couple more breaths. Good job, you guys. And then release. Arms come down, gentle shake. And then let's come forward to hands and knees, and we're going to continue with these stretches for our forearms and our wrists. So first, just face your fingertips out to both sides and spread your fingers really wide. And just gently rock side to side as you press into the pads of your fingertips. So really strengthening our hands. And then if this is as far as you want to go, totally fine. If you want to take it a little bit further, turn your fingers back to face towards your knees. And you can either rock forward and back gently, or you can take little circles. Spread your fingers and press down through the pads of your fingertips a lot. Stay connected to your breath. And if your neck feels strained at all, you can just let your head be heavy. If you're circling around, reverse your circles. Good job, you guys. And then go ahead and just face your fingertips forward. And I want you to see if you can press down into your fingers and lift the base of your palms up. And then just do that a few times. So press into your fingers, spread them wide, lift the base of your palms up, and then set them back down. So kind of like you're peeling a sticker off the ground. Like your hand is the sticker and you're just peeling it up from the base of your palm. Your fingers press down. So don't let your fingers lift at all. Keep pressing down with your entire finger as best you can. So not coming up to fingertips, just lifting up to that little bridge under your fingers. This is the kind of work Jason used to do if you ever took his class. He got really into the wrists and the forearms and the fingers. All right, and then let's go ahead and spin our fingers, let's spin our fingers back, but then flip your palms up. So palms face up and your fingers face back towards your knees. Spread your fingers wide, and as best you can, try to press down through your fingernails. If this feels like too much, then you can do one hand at a time, so you can keep your opposite hand on the ground regular, just fingers face forward. Take a little weight off. But if it feels okay, both hands at the same time. Little engagement through the core can be helpful as well. Spread your fingers, try to press down through your fingernails. And breathe. Good job, you guys. All right, and guess what? From here, we're gonna come back to the palms of our hands and then come down to our forearms, setting up for a dolphin pose right away. So if you want to, you can grab opposite elbows or just kind of look at your elbows, make sure they're about shoulder width distance apart. See if you can make two parallel lines on the ground with your arms. So instead of tripoding your hands, if at all possible, make a number 11. Spread your fingers and try to press down, especially through thumbs and index finger. Relax your neck. Lift your hips up, dolphin, 5 deep breaths. You can take it wherever you want to. So if you want to lift the leg, or even if you want to take little hops, go for it. You can bend your knees a lot. Keep pressing your heart back towards the back of your mat, lifting your hips up as high as they will go. And be on your tiptoes. Big spacious breaths that make you feel lighter from the inside out. Last couple. Good, friends, let it go. Bring your knees down and gently sit back into either child's or embryo pose. So embryo might feel good to reach your hands back towards your heels. Or even grab your heels if it's available. And then just take some big deep breaths right here. And in your next 3 to 5 rounds of breath, find your way into our first downward facing dog of practice. All right, and as you move into your down dog, you can kind of feel into it or explore it a little bit. So you can give your hips a little shift side to side, or maybe give your head a little shake, a little nod. Pedal out your heels. Reconnect to Ujjayi breath if you've lost it. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, look to the top of your yoga mat, however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, inhale into a halfway lift position. Exhale, release. Let's do that once more, halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen out. Exhale, let it go. Now this time all the way up, so through your halfway lift, arms overhead, breathe in, hands to heart, exhale. Keep flowing with breath, inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow dive, forward fold. Lift and lengthen, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank or modified. Inhale at the top, push the ground away. And exhale, lower slowly for 3, 2, 1. Lift your heart as you inhale. Shoulders back and down. Downward facing dog. All right. From your dog pose, take your right leg to the sky. Be here for just a moment and feel the length from your fingertips all the way up to your right heel. Keep lifting from your belly button. Take one more big, huge in-breath. And as you exhale as soft as possible, step your right foot forward, low lunge. And then slowly rise, crescent lunge. So hips are square, inner thighs face each other. Find stability through your legs by hugging in. So your front hip draws back, back hip draws forward. Your legs are your strong foundation. Upper body is your expression, so feel into it. Be intentional with it. Breathe. Soften with your facial muscles. Soften through your jaw, your forehead. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to bring our hands to our front thigh. So lean forward a little, hands to front thigh. And if it helps, you can scoot your back toes in a little bit. Preparing for a balance, draw your belly button in and up so you feel really connected to your core. And then when you're ready, lean forward and let your back foot just float up off the ground. So think of a long, strong line from the crown of your head back to your left heel. Bend your standing leg if it helps. Square off your hips. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Take 2 more rounds of breath, and if you want to add arms, you're more than welcome to do so. See if you can land back in a crescent lunge softly. So left toes back, arms reach up. Inhale. And then open it up into a warrior 2 stand. So pivot your back heel down, right arm forward, left arm back. So take a moment, and if you need to move your legs to get into this in a more aligned way, feel free. Maybe look down at your feet. See that your right knee is tracking open towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing towards your big toe. And then next time we inhale, we're going to take a reverse warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach up and lengthen through your right side and maybe even reach slightly back. Keep that deep bend in your right knee. Keep tracking it towards your pinky toe. Breathe into your long right side. Keep both feet really rooted and strong. Take one more deep breath. Bottom of your exhale, let it go, come back to warrior 2. We're going to move into a side angle. So reach forward, reach. When you can't reach anymore, you might bring your right elbow to thigh or maybe your right hand to a block or the ground. Left arm straight up or left arm can reach forward. And stay open through your hips and your heart. And breathe here for about 3 more. If there's any other variation you want to take, feel free. Strong and rooted through both of your feet, pressing to the outer edges. All right, you guys, we're going to move into a half moon. So left-handed hip as we transition. You can use a block under your right hand if you've got one at home. Kind of inch your back foot forward as you reach forward and then just float your back foot off the ground. Hips as open as they will go. Open through your heart, left arm to the sky whenever you're ready. Big, spacious breath. Half moon. Feel all that space, all that length in every single direction. Take 1 or 2 more rounds in your personal variation of half moon. See if you can land in a warrior 2 softly, maybe. Just be playful, bend your front knee and step back. Yeah, good job. All right, moving towards a wide-legged forward fold. So straighten your front leg and parallel your feet. All of your toes now face the long edge of your mat. Arms reach up, inhale. And then as you exhale, let's take it all the way down, wide-legged forward fold. Be here for about 5 to 7 breaths. Anywhere at all you want to go with it. Feel and hear your Ujjayi breath flowing through. Last couple of rounds. Halfway lift, fingertips on the ground, knees as bent as they need to be. And then crawl your hands forward so you're coming into a low lunge, facing the front of your mat once again. From your low lunge, see if you can go back into a 3-legged down dog with your right leg reaching up. 3-legged down dog, right leg reaching up. And then bend your right knee and open your hip. Stay right here Or option to flip your dog, right foot comes down behind you, reach your right arm forward, and open through your front body. Breathe on the length of your front body. One more big inhale. And then everybody, regular down dog, walk it out. Notice whatever there is to notice. Feel whatever there is to feel. One more big inhale in your down dog. And as you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Halfway lift position, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Let's rise all the way up. Big stretch at the top, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. So just take a moment and stand either with your hands at your heart or your arms out to your sides. Close your eyes, unless you need to keep them open. See if you can close your eyes and feel your body, feel your breath from the inside. You don't need to look outside of yourself to feel your body. You can go inside and get curious. What's flowing through? What sensations, pulsations, even thoughts. What thoughts are coming and going? What is my mind doing? Well, I'm not even paying attention. That voice in our head, it's going all day long. What is it even saying? Start to become the witness. And then just like we did at the very beginning, start to just connect your breath to your arms. So just like we did when we were seated, inhale, arms reach up, out and up, I should say. And then exhale, arms reach out and down. And just do that slowly with your slow, deep breaths for a moment and your eyes closed if possible. And just like when we were sitting, notice what happens to your torso when you reach up and down. Does your butt stick out and your ribs flare forward? Or does your upper back round and your tailbone tuck under? And is there a way you could stay in really optimal alignment in your body as you reach your arms up and down? And how could you make that happen? Maybe it means you bend your elbows a little bit instead of extending your arms all the way up. Maybe it means you bend your knees a little bit. All right, you guys, and then let's say next time you inhale and reach up, exhale and fold forward. So with your exhalation, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank or modified. Inhale at the top, spread your fingers, push the ground away, slowly lower for 3, strong belly, 2, 1. Inhale, peel your heart open. And exhale, take your hips up and back. Inhale, left leg to the sky, stretch it out. Be here for just a moment and feel that long line from your fingertips all the way up to your left heel. Keep lifting from your belly button, from your center. Take one more inhale. Exhale, step your left foot to the top of your mat as soft as possible, low lunge. And then crescent lunge, rise when you're ready. So nice and powerful through both of your legs. So your back leg should feel just as strong and powerful as your front. Slow and steady, Ujjayi breath, feel it and hear it. Soft face, soft jaw. Take one more inhale. Then as you exhale, hinge forward and bring your hands to your thigh. Draw your belly button in and up. And if it helps, you can scoot your back foot forward a little bit to prepare for your balance. So inner thighs hug in. And then as you're ready, just float your back foot off the ground and lean forward. So think of an uppercase letter T and try to create it with your body. Hips are square. Back leg is strong, back foot is active. Lengthen through your spine and your side bodies. Last couple of rounds, if you want to add arms, please feel free. And we're going to see if we can land back in a crescent lunge. So softly step your right toes back, reach your arms up. No big deal if it didn't happen. Gracefully, one more inhale. And then open up warrior two. So pivot your back heel down, reach your left arm forward, right arm back. Open through your hips, open through your heart. So you're not trying to square anything forward now. You're just reaching your left arm forward, pointing your left knee forward. Maybe taking your gaze forward, but your heart is open towards the side. Your hips are open to the side. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. Reach up, reach back. Keep the strength in your right side as you stretch your left side. Keep bending into your left knee and track it toward your pinky toe. So pressing the outer edges of both of your feet. Soften around your face. Last couple. Come back to a warrior two. And then let's take it into a side angle pose. So see if you can feel your rib cage slide as you reach forward. And then only thing that has to change is your arms. The left towards the ground, right towards the sky, maybe left elbow to left thigh. Maybe right arm forward or even a half or full bind if you want. So totally up to you. It's your pose, be in it. And just notice, curiosity, not judgment, not, oh, I'm so weak, oh, I'm so inflexible, I suck at yoga. But, my hips feel tight today, how interesting. My balance is off today, how interesting. All right, let's move into our half moon. So bring your right hand to right hip, and then reach your left hand forward. You're welcome to use a block if you've got one. And then float your back foot up off the ground, back leg strong and powerful. And at some point, right arm might reach up towards the sky. Everything open, heart, hips. Slow, spacious breath. So think of creating length in every direction. Breathe into that length. Last big, spacious breath. See if you can lift your back leg a little higher. And then we're coming into a warrior two stance once again. Maybe a soft landing, maybe a graceful transition, maybe not. And then straighten your front leg and parallel your feet. So coming into a wide-legged straddle now. Arms reach up as you inhale. And then take it all the way down. Exhale into your forward fold. And it's all yours. Once again, so you can do what you did before. You can do something totally different this time. Big, intentional breath. Good job, you guys. Take a couple more. Next time you inhale, come to a halfway lift with your fingertips on the ground. So bend knees if you need, and then walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, so you're in a low lunge. Okay, from low lunge, three-legged down dog, so take your left leg all the way back and up, and open your left hip. Open your left hip. Stay here, or flip your dog, left foot comes down, and then reach forward. Open through your front body, breathe. And stretch your abdominal wall. One last big deep breath if you're with me in the back bend. And then we'll all meet back in a regular down dog. Walk it out. Just notice and feel. Great big inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, look forward, however you'd like to get there. Forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Let's take it all the way up. Arms reach, inhale. Hands to heart center. Or arms out to your sides. And just like we did before for a moment, stand with so much awareness. Close your eyes. Go inside and feel. So feel your feet rooting down. Feel the crown of your head drawing up, almost like there's a thread attached to the center of the crown of your head. It's pulling up. It's tractioning you out ever so gently. Let your shoulders melt down away from your ears. And as best you can, create a neutral pelvis and a neutral spine in your own body. And keep that neutral pelvis, neutral spine, and start to incorporate your arms again. Inhale to reach them out and up. And exhale to reach them out and down. And imagine them like they're great big wings. So you want them to be as big as they will go. Reaching out, big wingspan, and up. And out and down. And just following your breath like this is a moving meditation. It is a moving meditation, so be in the moving meditation. Notice, does your body, your torso, or even your legs, pelvis, feet want to move? How do other parts of your body collapse or compromise when you reach your arms up? Just getting curious. And then just like we did before, inhale, reach your arms up. And with your next exhale, just take that dive down into your forward fold. Your next exhale is a dive down. And inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank or modified. Take an inhale and push the ground away. Super strong through your arms and your belly. Slowly lower. 3, 2, 1. Back bend, heart opener of your choice. If it would feel good to hold it a little bit longer, totally fine with me. Eventually, you're just going to sit back, try to close it out. Breathe. Breathe into your low belly, low back. Breathe into your hips and your pelvic bowl. Nice job, friends. All right, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, pigeon pose. So right shin forward. Bring your body down gently. And if you want to take this on your back, you're more than welcome to do so. Otherwise, if you're in regular pigeon, try to get your right knee as wide as you can towards the width of your yoga mat. And then rather than trying to push your butt down, lift your right butt cheek up and back. So it's like there's a rope attached to your right butt cheek, pulling up and back. And as your right butt cheek pulls up and back, your heart bows forward. If you want to go deeper, keep pulling your right butt cheek up and back, but just scoot your back knee back a little bit further. So that's how we hold the strong structure, foundation of this pose, as we soften around it and work our mobility. We want our joints to stay strong. We want our tendons and ligaments to stay strong, but we want to stretch the muscles around them. I guess I shouldn't say the muscles around them. It's not like our muscles are around our tendons and ligaments, but we don't want to be dumping into our joints and exploiting our joints. We want to stretch the muscles that are supporting our joints. Keep the tendons and ligaments really strong. So tendons and ligaments either connect bone to bone or muscle to bone. We want to keep them strong because they're like elastic bands. If you stretch them and stretch them and stretch them and stretch them, they start to get weaker and weaker. So we actually do not want to stretch our tendons and ligaments because then we're weakening them. And one day when we roll our ankle, we might pull a tendon or pull a ligament if it's already really weak. We want to keep them really strong to support our joints. And we just want to stretch our muscles. So our muscles have really nice recoil, but tendons and ligaments not so much. All right, friends, take about 3 more deep breaths. Lift your upper body, and we're going to come into a seat. So however you want to get there, you can just flop over to your right hip if you're with me, if that works for you, and then swing your left leg around. or however you need to get there. Both legs out in front of you eventually and just shake them out. And then keep your right leg extended, bring the sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh. And try to square your hips towards your extended leg. So sometimes we open up this one, we're going into a forward fold. So try your best to square your upper body towards your extended leg. And then flex your right toes and press down through the back of your right heel. So you get this little bend in the back of your right knee. You feel your right quad firing up. Take a big inhale as you reach up. And then as you exhale, pull your right butt cheek back, reach your heart forward, 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 and then release and fold. You can grab wherever you can reach. Now that you're folding forward, keep pulling your right butt cheek back and imagine you're trying to press the back of your right thigh towards the ground. Keep pressing through the back of your right heel as well. Keep flexing your right toes back and then press your left foot into your leg back into your foot. And take about 3 to 5 more rounds of breath to work this posture. Fold a little deeper with every single exhalation. Good job, you guys. See if you can even let your little baby pinky toe back. And slowly roll up at the bottom of your next exhale. Slow, slow, slow roll. Good job. Head is the very last thing to lift. Once your head lifts, lift your left knee and step your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Your right leg can stay extended, or you can bring your right heel towards your left butt cheek, whatever works best. Hug your knee in and try to sit up super tall. Reach your left arm up, breathe in, and then twist over your left shoulder as you breathe out. Left hand can come to the ground or a block, or I just bring my left fingertips down. If you want to challenge your core strength, you can reach your left arm back. But try not to put a lot of weight on your left arm. If you want, you can bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Use that as a little bit of leverage. Take some big, spacious breaths. If it feels good, you can gaze back over your left shoulder. If it doesn't feel right on your neck, just whatever feels right to you. Last couple breaths. Slowly, bottom of your next exhale, unwind your upper body. And once you're facing forward, just take your legs apart, give them a little shake out. And we'll take some seated windshield wipers. So feet on the ground with knees bent, feet nice and wide, mat width distance, and then side to side, slowly. Good job. Finish the round you're on. And then come back to the center. However you want to get back to down dog, find your way back. If you want, you can kind of boat pose it out. Maybe you want a couple of breaths if you're Barb and you want some core, I don't know. And then when you're ready, you just cross your ankles, roll over your feet, step back or jump back if you're feeling it, and then move through vinyasa, eventually downward facing dog. Okay, my friends. Next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky. Pigeon pose, left shin to the top of your mat. Come down gently. The left knee nice and wide. Left butt cheek pulls up and back. So if you can see my hips, I can plop them down like this. And it might feel like I'm getting a better stretch, but really what I'm doing, I'm just sinking into that joint right here. So I want to lift my right butt cheek, pull it up and back. Or excuse me, it's my left butt cheek. Pull it up and back. lifting, it's pulling back, and then my heart goes forward. So a lot of times I think why people hurt themselves in yoga in pigeon pose is because they're just plopping into it. No structure, no stability. So you always want to build it with stability first, make your joints nice and supported, and then move into your fold. So once I'm folding forward and I continue to pull my left butt cheek up and back, if I want to go deeper, all I have to do is scoop my back knee back a little bit further. And take some big deep breaths. When I see people doing pigeon pose at the gym, it gives me anxiety because they're all just plopping into their hips. Which is probably fine for the first 100 times, and then one time you'll do it and you'll be like, my hip's never the same again. I don't know. These are just my personal soapboxes. I'm putting lotion on because I'm so dry now that I'm back in the desert, you guys. My skin's shriveling up. Let's take about 3 to 5 more breaths. And always those open mouth sighs are so valuable. So if it would feel good at any time, big sigh out your mouth is great. All right, let's start to make our way into a seat. So however you need to get there, if you're in regular pigeon, you might just lift your upper body, kind of ease your way over onto your left butt cheek and swing your right leg around. And then once your legs are in front of you, shake it out. This time our left leg will stay extended. So the right foot to left inner thigh, just like a tree pose on the ground. Square your upper body forward towards your extended leg rather than opening to the side. Try to pull your left butt cheek back, arms reach up, inhale. Keep pulling your left butt cheek back as you reach your heart forward, 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 and then release. So you might not be able to go very far like me, and that's okay. Just go as far as you can with length, and then you can relax into it. Let your upper back round, let your head relax, neck relax. Keep pulling your left butt cheek back. Keep pressing down through the back of your left heel and flexing your left toes. And then try also to press the back of your left thigh towards the ground, but without lifting your left heel. And press your right foot into your left thigh back into right foot. About 3 more deep breaths. Use your exhales to dive a little bit deeper. We're going to come up really, really slowly. The bottom of your next exhalation, really slow roll. Really slow roll. And then eventually your head lifts and stacks. Once your head lifts, lift your right knee and step your right foot to the outside of left thigh. You can leave your left leg straight if you want, or left heel towards your left butt cheek. Hug your knee in and puff up your chest. Take your right arm to the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, twist, right hand comes down behind. Not too much weight on your right hand. You can bring your right hand to a block. You can use your left arm if you want to leverage the twist. Maybe hook your elbow outside your knee. Find the pose if it's in your practice, but you don't need to be forceful. Make sure you can breathe all the way down to your belly as you're twisting. Good job, friends. Slowly, last big deep breath, and then slowly unwind. Once you are facing forward, just uncross, shake it out. And this time we're going to come down onto our back to take some windshield wipers. So go ahead and just lower yourself down first, and then feet nice and wide. You can tee out your arms or cactus your arms and go side to side. Slowly and intentionally. The slower you go, usually the more you feel, the more you get out of it. So if you do physical therapy, they don't speed through it. You don't just like get through it to get through it. You do it slowly and intentionally so you can get what you want to get out of each exercise. It's the same with yoga. Yeah. Little flexion in the feet is really good in your toes. All right, maybe one more side to side. And then come back to center. And bring your feet in so they're hips width distance apart now. Extend your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. And if you want, you can hold behind your right leg. If you'd rather, you can just let it support itself. And take a moment to just point, flex, or roll out your ankle. Find the fullest range of motion you can as you roll it out. Maybe hear those little snap, crackle, pops. Reverse those circles if you're taking circles. You can keep your left knee bent or extend your left leg forward. And imagine there is a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. Now, just flex your right toes for a moment and press up through your right heel. Get your right leg as straight as possible. And if it's bent a lot, that's okay. Just as straight as it will go. Take one more big inhale. And then exhale, let that relax. Bend your right knee. Grab your right foot with your right hand. Happy baby. So your right elbow is inside your knee. Pull down with your arm, press up through your heel. Your right knee is to the outside of your right rib cage. And if you've got your left leg extended forward, imagine a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. Neutral spine. Breathe deeply. Have happy baby. And release your right foot. Take it out next to your left. So both legs long. Take arms overhead. And then stretch, pull yourself apart like you're reaching. If your back ribs lift a lot, see if you can press your back ribs down as you extend your arms and your legs. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, let your arms come down by your sides, feet to the ground with knees bent. Left leg straight up. You choose, you can grab your thigh, back of your thigh, or just support your leg on its own. And roll out your ankle, point, and flex. Fullest range of motion you can find through that ankle joint. Little snap, crackle, pops. Totally normal. Especially, well, it's totally normal. Reverse your circles at any time. And then at any point, extend your right leg forward if you want to. Imagine that heavy sandbag on top of your right thigh now. So, right leg either extended forward, or your right foot can stay on the ground with your knee bent. And now just flex your left toes and press up through your left heel and get your left leg as straight as you can. Maybe even feel the front of your left thigh, that quad muscle, fire. Press through your heel like you're trying to plant your foot on the ceiling. One more inhale. Exhale, let that relax. Let your left knee bend. Left hand grabs your left foot. I like the outer edge. Make sure your elbow is inside your knee. Pull down with your arm, press up through your heels, flex your toes back. And imagine a heavy sandbag on top of your right thigh, backs of your shoulders down. So going for a neutral spine here. And then this time, if you'd like to, turn it into a full happy baby. So at any time, you can just lift your right foot, reach up and grab it for your full happy baby. Maybe you want to rock it out a little bit. Maybe you want to pull a bow and arrow, extend one leg and then the other. Both legs even at the same time. But if there are any other poses, movements, stretches that your body is calling for, let's say about 5 to 10 breaths to move through them. 5 to 10 breaths to move through them. And then when you're ready, just start to find your way into your Shavasana. No rush at all. All right, my friends. So eventually just let your breath become effortless. Let go of any control or manipulation and just let your body take over again. Let your body breathe you. Start to find your way into your final resting pose, maybe even giving yourself one last huge exhale to kind of drop in. And I am going to, since we have a few more minutes than I sometimes do, I'm going to guide you through a little guided meditation. It's kind of a little body scan. So it's just to be done, like we've been doing this whole entire class, inside your body. So you don't need to have your eyes open and close your eyes. You can rest. Just go inside and start to visualize your inner space. Start to visualize the inside of your body, not literally, not as bones and tendons and ligaments and organs and blood, but use your imagination as if you are a child. Visualize your inner space. Maybe it looks like outer space inside of your body. Maybe it looks like a great big cave or cavern of some sort. Maybe it's a beautiful outdoor scene that's inside of you. So many ways that you can use your imagination to visualize the space inside of you. And then as you visualize this inner space, start to specifically visualize a line that moves from the crown of your head all the way down to the base of your spine. So not like your actual spinal column with bones, but something more imaginative. So maybe it's a river running through your center, running from the crown of your head all the way down to your pelvis, to your root. Maybe it's a tree. It's growing up, the trunk growing up through you, a big redwood tree. Maybe it's a laser beam, so anything that makes sense to you. This long line of energy from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. And just bring your awareness now to the space of your heart inside of your body and right along that line in your center. And imagine in some way, shape, or form, there is a ball of energy right at the center of your heart space. Maybe it's a little orb that glows. Maybe it's stardust. Visualize it as green, the color green, bright green, alive. And as you visualize this space and connect to what we're going to call our heart chakra for the time being, see if you can invite in the energy of your heart chakra. So love, compassion, forgiveness, understanding, balance. So the kind of love that is unconditional, you don't have to do anything to earn it. Compassion, forgiveness, understanding, not just for others, but also for yourself. Just get curious about what it feels like to connect with your heart space, to connect to those energies of your heart, to connect to your inner body. Maybe it's hard to imagine. Maybe it's hard to connect with the energy of your heart, and that's okay. This is just an exercise in imagination, in curiosity. For the next about 3 or 4 minutes, friends, I'll bring you out of your Shavasana, but just be with yourself in your own inner space. Be with your heart. Come back to it again and again. Invite in love, invite in compassion. Connect to balance, just in your own way. Doesn't have to make sense in your head, but feel into your body. Just with curiosity, no goal, no destination, just exploration of your own inner world. This is a little reading by Evie Marie O'Connor. You can just continue to rest as I read to you. May we tend the spaces within and between us, wide and deep enough to hold multiple truths and multiple dimensions at once. May we expand our capacity to have difficult conversations. May compassion eclipse judgment. May we embody our ethics more than we preach them. May we listen to build bridges and not to fortify fortresses. It is humbling. May we be humbled. May we remember that divide and conquer is a strategy used repeatedly and reliably by empires across time and space. May we follow the pain to its roots and trace the paradigm of separation back to its source. May we find our way home to the waters of wisdom that course much deeper than the currents of the mind. May we keep our hearts wide open in the places they are conditioned to close. May we see through the illusion of separation. May we try again, kinder next time. Take a deep breath in and just feel whatever you're feeling even more. Soak it in. And then exhale and let it go. Just start to come back to this moment, your physical body, start to bring movement into your body. Wiggle, stretch, maybe a little self-massage. And as you're ready, roll to either side. Use your arms to guide yourself up. I'm sorry, I'm now a minute over, but thanks for sticking with me. Bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes. Bow your head to yourself. And thank yourself for choosing to do something that is just for you. And it brings you back to home, home to you, your source inside your own body. Thank you so much for letting me guide you, friends. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you guys. Love you.
Thank you.
Katie.
See you soon. I'll get I'm sorry I've been slow on the videos, the recordings, but I'll get them up today.
Worries.
Been out of town, but I'll do it. Okay, love you.
Thank you. Bye. Love you.